Good morning, YouTube. What is up, and welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for Coffee and Crypto on a fantastic, is it Wednesday? Wednesday day of, I'm forgetting the days of the week here. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we get started. And if you're watching this on replay, go ahead and skip around to your favorite part, whatever you came here to look for. Of course, timestamps are in the description down below. And first, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors for this month. Of course, one is Volt Inu, and of course, the other one is Cookies Protocol. Links to all their social medias is in the description down below. Hashtag ad, hashtag pay promotion, obviously. So make sure you proceed with caution and those sorts of things. We'll be having AMAs and different videos on my channel this week. And of course, if you want to find everything there is to know about them, links in the description down below. You'll see the running ads the entire video. But what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? What's good, dude? We got some crazy drama going on with Logan Paul and CoffeeZilla. Now, surprisingly, a lot of people, now I'm not saying I am, I'm going to give my reaction here in a second, are taking the side of Logan Paul. And we're going to go through the video. We're going to watch it. We're going to break it down. I'm going to give my opinion and my perspective on it so you guys know what I think about it. We'll talk about an update to the SBF story. SBF looking fly as hell, walking into court where he will not plead guilty. And of course, a big thing happened yesterday. And it has to do with cryptocurrency, with Coinbase, right? Because Coinbase had a $100 million settlement, and people really need to pay attention to this story because I think it's really big when it comes to operating a cryptocurrency platform out of the United States. And if you're members of my channel, you would notice that I have new icons. So I have cool little new icons for you guys. So make sure you check that out. And if you've been on my channel, and I do have some people that are 11th month members on my channel, so I can't wait for you guys to see what the logo is for the 11 months. It's not that special, but do me a favor, slap that like button, and let me say what's up to the chat because we are very chatty this morning. Again, make sure you smack that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. We have Maddie B in the chat, Jay Crypto. We have Bree. What's up, Bree? How you doing? We have Delete Zeros, Matthew Mueller. What's up, baby? Yes, we have new logos. Delete Zeros says, is that a pic of Michael Strahan? Yes, I am Michael Strahan's younger brother. Let's go, baby. Let's see. Yes, DGen family. What's up, baby? Smash the like button and subscribe. What's up, Gabe? How you doing, baby? Timbo Slice, Armand, DeFi God, Edgar Moonies, My Ultra Journey. What's up, baby? How you doing, Jason? Dre, what's up, baby? What's up, James? How you doing? Welcome. And remember, if you're a member on my channel, we do free crypto giveaways every Monday. We missed last Monday because of New Year's, this passing Monday, but we're doing 2 giveaways this next coming Monday. So first time caller, long time listener. What's up, Jared? What's up, baby? Shout out to Jared, one of my good friends. Just moved from Chicago, loving San Diego. Can't blame it, Jared. Can't blame it. It's actual paradise here. And remember, if you're watching this on repeat, there are timestamps in the description down below. And we start at the 5-minute mark. But first, I got to greet the family. And I've been getting my setup changed in my office. I'm fixing things up, making the stream a little better. And I'm going to have like a little smaller, like not like an actual studio, but a little small camera. I'm buying a ring light today where I'm going to be doing shorts. So I'll be doing pretty much what I talk about this whole coffee and crypto hour or hour and a half, 2 hours, however long we go. I'm going to be doing that in a condensed minute for shorts because YouTube likes shorts and I got to get with the times. And I think it's the best way to go. Just YouTube news with shorts, though. You know what I mean? So what's up, Eric? How you doing? What's up, DJ? How's it going, bro? I see DJ freaking hustling, man. Hustling. What's up, Jayhawk? How you doing, baby? Jayhawk, I will have you know that the Tectonic team reached out to me. So I'm going to have an interview with them. So we'll see what goes on from there. So if we were waiting on the Tectonic ambassadorship program, and it finally happened. Now, let's talk about the cryptocurrency market because the cryptocurrency market is up a little bit today, around 1.66% at a market cap of $817 billion. So, of course, we hit an all-time high of $3 trillion. A lot of people are calling for cryptocurrency to pump like crazy this month, but I just don't see that happening. This year. I just don't see that happening. I do see us making up a lot of the gains, but I'm seeing people like predict a $250,000 Bitcoin. I just don't see that happening. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in 2024. That's where I see it. That's where a lot of other people are talking about. But this is the same thing we got last year when we got all this like hopium about the cryptocurrency market. And it's like, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. And we're not going to believe that shit this year, right? We're going to really stick to some reliable sources here, right? Because I think that's probably the way to go. You know what I mean? All right, let's talk about the Logan Paul, right? Logan Paul and CoffeeZilla situation. So, if you didn't know, if you guys were unaware, um, CoffeeZilla put out a 3-part series calling out Logan Paul, one of Logan Paul's quote unquote alleged scams, right? Which is called CryptoZoo or Crypto Pets, one of the two, right? Where Logan Paul, with a bunch of other goons, created a cryptocurrency project and they never delivered on time, right? Then it's never delivered it on time, or they haven't delivered anything at all. And from what we see, it looks like a dead cryptocurrency project. Now, CoffeeZilla has been doing a lot of research on this project for the last year, and a lot of work went into this. So, I think CoffeeZilla did its due diligence on a lot of things. So, I mean, to me, it's like, well, I think that CoffeeZilla really did go in depth and do some adequate research. But Logan Paul made a response video calling out CoffeeZilla. And let me tell you, Logan Paul makes some good points, but he makes some fatal mistakes, in my opinion. And we're going to react to his video. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we get started. And shout out to Bree for being a member for 11 months. Thank you so much, Bree, for riding with the Degenerates for almost 1 year. I have a cool logo for you guys for 1 year. It's kind of anticlimactic, but thank you so much, Bree. I do appreciate you. And thank you for being an awesome mod. Let's watch this video and react to it.
CoffeeZilla. I watched your 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money. While your work used to be impartial, your addiction to clicks has clouded your judgment and you've made very real errors with very real repercussions. Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation. So in this video today, I'm going to be defending myself with facts, something that you have gotten in the habit of twisting as you continue to morph from an investigator to a gossip channel. You see, CoffeeZilla tried to work with law enforcement in the past, but his work was described as not anchored to truth and often speculative. He is a
Now, first of all, these are hilarious pictures. Now, I would like to see when that happened, right? Because CoffeeZilla is kind of like, an internet journalist. Like, one part it's entertainment, but the other part is, this is his career. This is what he does for make money, which I never knock people for. I don't think, Logan Paul calling out CoffeeZilla on this is like, a big deal. It's like, of course he's making money. He's an entertainer, right? But he's also, delivering real good stories and facts and truths and those sorts of things, right?
a lopsided journalist with an agenda, and he's nothing more than the Keemstar of crypto and finance. Ooh. But as opposed to just telling you, I'm going to show you some of the core discrepancies that I caught in CoffeeZilla's investigation. Coffee, you interviewed the developer who stole the game code, fled to Switzerland, and held it hostage for $1 million. Well, his name is Zach Kelling. Surely, as the internet detective that you proclaim to be, you would know that he spent time in prison for multiple felonies, one for aggravated robbery, armed robbery at a liquor store, and the other for, surprise, obstructing the legal process. I can see why you kept him anonymous.
Who will be calling Z here.
I guess among many things, it doesn't surprise me that he lied about having 30 engineers and a $50,000 a week burn rate.
On my end, I have 30 engineers. I'm burning $50,000 a week.
Which, side note, is how this delusionist landed on the $1 million code ransom, but it turns out he only had 3 engineers. Wouldn't someone with journalistic integrity know their credible source had not only an agenda, but a fondness for orange jumpsuits?
First of all, that guy looks like he listens to Insane Clown Posse, drinks a copious amount of Monster, and probably sponsored by fucking, what is it, Jack Link's Beef Jerky. It's just like one of those guys, right? Cargo shorts type of guy, you know what I mean? Wearing skater, what are those shoes called? Etnies, you know what I mean? With those long pants that are kind of like the raver pants. That's a vibe I get from this guy. Anyways, Logan Paul's calling out CoffeeZilla for not doing his due diligence on this guy. But like, didn't Logan Paul hire this guy? So, I watched this a few times. I had a first reaction after the first one. Yeah, he does look like Walter White from Breaking Bad, doesn't he? But like, Logan Paul also hired this guy. So it's like, well,
Or did you just hear what you wanted to hear and moved on? Because even if you're lying to yourself, Steven, you still have to believe it. And I know what you're thinking. What type of idiot would work with an unsavory individual like Zach Kelling? I guess that's what I get for trusting the team that I relied on to vet and manage Eddie's hiring process, who has turned out to be a professional con man that I have since learned fooled billionaires, the Mormon Church, the owner of the New York Yankees, and now me. And surely you knew.
Now, that Eddie guy, the Eddie Ibanez guy, I can't knock Logan Paul for, getting tricked by that guy, because that guy's a professional con man, right? This guy was on Fox News, doing a recipe with his wife. And when he told the world that he's an orphan And then on TV, his wife says, "Oh, no, no, no. I learned this recipe from his mom," which is like, no, he's not an orphan, right? So this guy said he was, he worked for MIT, or he went to MIT. He worked for the CIA, all kinds of crazy lies. So I don't knock Logan Paul for getting scammed by that guy, because that guy was just scamming everybody, right? Or just duping everybody. But at the end of the day, when you're the leader of something, right? When you're running something, it doesn't matter what happens. If I'm a manager of a company and one of my employees like disrespects a customer, who gets in trouble? Them, yes, but me. Why? Because I'm the captain of the ship. And taking responsibility, ownership for the situation is what we did not see in this entire video. Let's continue though.
Emilio, the gentleman who supposedly let his child invest in a cryptocurrency, was allegedly responsible for 2 rug pulls before you interviewed him. So either you missed that or you knew it and failed to let the public know. Why? Because it was a clear sign that he was also untrustworthy. You seemed pretty excited when the guy told you that he couldn't hatch the eggs.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
You're kidding. You can't hatch?
You're kidding. You can't hatch?
You can't hatch?
Yeah, 1 second of research would prove that to be false, as you can definitely hatch eggs and even breed your animals.
Click on that. Oh, we got a duck.
And as you pointed out in your
So that was an interesting part, because they said you couldn't, that you couldn't. What's up, Soka? How you doing, baby? What's up, Hitoshi? How you doing? What's up, May You Be Well? Awandi, how y'all doing, baby? Bud Yeti. They said, CoffeeZilla said you couldn't hatch him, but you can, right? I looked at more research. You can hatch him. But aren't those like real template cookie cutter pictures, right? Let's run it back a little bit.
Oh, we got a duck.
And as you pointed out in your fine print, cross-hatching was available on ETH at one point, but you perpetuated the opposite as truth with your chest out.
Basically, nothing worked.
And by the way, Guy, almost all NFTs are just pictures.
I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
And surely a real internet detective would not break criminal and civil laws in trying to get information, right? So why have you allowed the illegal recording of Jeff's phone call without his permission? And then
Now, this is something that he makes a good point about, because I know that in the state of California, at least, it is illegal to not get consent, right, before recording a phone call, right? You can't record someone's call. If you guys, I don't know where you guys live, but if you ever call somewhere, they let you know that it's being recorded, right? A lot of places do, especially in California. Now, I'm not sure where they're operating out of. I'm not sure the laws there, but this is true. That is illegal in some places. Not sure if it's illegal in this case, but when CoffeeZilla calls people, to me, that is kind of cringy, right? When CoffeeZilla calls people and then records a conversation and puts them online. To me, that's kind of cringy, because it's like you're calling these people and they're trusting you with confidentiality and you're making their phone call public. Now, is that agreed upon beforehand? I don't know. If it is, great. But I do think it's kind of lame to call someone, record it, and then put it on the internet. It's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, damn, like a bunch of times, not just one off, like a bunch of times. If it's, discussed that it's going to be made public, fine, fair. But if it's not, that's kind of cringy to me.
then more like an internet criminal, post it online.
And it was interesting. It was like, this is wild.
Now, although you didn't verify any backgrounds, substantiate any evidence, took multiple criminals' words as truth, and broke laws, you still published the defamation. However, unlike you, the blockchain doesn't lie. So let's highlight some things that you did point out. Crypto King Jake stole $6 million. True or not, we had already removed him from the team when we realized he was a bad actor and his motives were purely financial. Conman Ed.
So if you guys didn't know about the Crypto King guy, right? And I follow him on Twitter, and he's really leaning into this scam thing, right? Now, what happened was, it seemed like, because what's the real damning evidence here is that there was a big group chat before they decided to launch their actual token, right? And so, Logan Paul, this Eddie guy, Crypto King, everybody was in this group chat, and they were planning on stealth launching a token and then promoting it later. So they and their friends and family could get in before they announce it to the public. Now, cryptocurrency is unregulated, right? Obviously, it's unregulated. Is that legal to do? Is that legal to launch a token, tell your friends and family about it, and then use your very big platforms to promote it to the rest of the world, and then they buy in after you, so they are your exit liquidity? I don't know if that's illegal or not, but it seems very, very shady. So in this situation, it seems like Logan got scammed from a scammer in their scam. That's what it seems like, right? That's what it seems like. Oh, Crypto King just got you guys. Because allegedly what happened is Crypto King bought more of the tokens and then cashed out a lot more. You know, let's continue.
Eddie, lead developer, stole 1.7 million. True or not, when we learned he was a bad actor as well, he was immediately removed from the team. While myself and Jeff sold nothing and made nothing as verified through investigation and the blockchain.
Jeff, Logan's manager, to my knowledge, never sold. Neither did Logan Paul.
I repeat, Jeff and I made no money and will never make any money on CryptoZoo. In fact, we only lost money trying to pick up the pieces, as has been the case with dozens of.
And that is true. That what we do know is they never sold anything. So Logan Paul and nobody sold anything, right? At least Logan Paul and another guy, right? They never sold. So that's actually pretty big. And I was surprised when I saw that on CoffeeZilla video, because CoffeeZilla admitted it, that he never did sell, right?
Of crypto and NFT projects, the space is unfortunately ripe for bad actors to infiltrate projects that start with even the best intentions. Jake the Snake is no longer affiliated with CryptoZoo, and we hope the money he reappropriated was worth ruining his reputation. Con man Eddie is being investigated by a higher authority that I cannot speak on. As you can imagine, I was not cleared from legal to discuss much of this, including the legal process being undertaken and the criminal investigations going on during the fallout, but I do appreciate you calling out that rats under my nose stole the game code, millions of dollars, and left Jeff and I abandoned with no team and knives in our back. But even after 12 months of work, you've still managed to overlook one crucial piece of information. See, even though I've said it's coming so many times, you've assumed that CryptoZoo isn't being made. Who are you to decide when the development timeline ends?
Now, I personally think that I think this project was dead. But the only reason why, this is what I think though, the only reason why Logan Paul is saying, I never said it was over, is because we've already seen an example in our realm where people have gotten in trouble and arrested for saying they're going to do something, having a roadmap and not finishing it and not fulfilling their promises. And I do think that CryptoZoo, this project was dead. But I think that now Logan Paul sees the writing on the walls and saying, oh, no, we're going to continue the project. We were just taking a break and trying to figure things out. Now I think he's starting it up. But, technically, if he's not finished with the project, they still have more room to go, and he can say, that's why I never sold. I never sold any of my tokens because we were planning on continuing the project. Very interesting angle.
Got everything stolen from me in our community, stopped promoting publicly as soon as I knew the extent of the internal issues, took all of the heat on social, and you still published a defamatory hit piece fully knowing I was innocent just so you could enrich yourself in your $10 million studio. Sharp, but deeply unethical, dangerously misleading, and illegal. I suggest you use the money you got from pumping your Patreon to hire a good lawyer. You're gonna need it. And maybe we could have talked about this if you had reached out to me personally. Not my manager, Jeff, who is not me, Steven, but the first time you did was on Christmas Eve after you released your series so you could rely on false statements and unreliable people used recklessly. The subject line was third request for comment. Yeah, not quite. This will be my third time reaching out to you and your team. The first 2 times were through your manager, Jeff. The first 2 times were through your manager, Jeff. Okay, so the last time on Christmas Eve after the fact was to me. You have a funny way of twisting things. And I also noticed you left out that part on Twitter. Why hide that? Trust me, CryptoZoo is coming. I will make damn sure of it. And honestly, it sucks that after years of personal reform, going through trials and tribulations and busting my ass to evolve into a person that I can say I'm actually proud of, you led the charge to drive and monetize a narrative telling millions of people that I'm a fraud or I tried to scam my audience. That is patently false. This video is mainly for my fans and anyone who's on the fence that I hope I can help understand a situation that is tremendously complex, but has been oversimplified for both views and clicks. And lastly, CoffeeZilla. I now know your motives with this. Clout and money, good for you, but also you're slimy as. So I'm not gonna come on any of your podcasts. If you wanna come on Impulsive and talk about this, that's fine. You've denied my invitation multiple times. You're still invited. It can be a one-on-one. If not, we're going to handle this ourselves while we continue to build CryptoZoo, and I'll see you in court.
So pretty much Logan Paul is going with the "I'm going to sue you, bro" line, right? So Logan Paul is saying he's going to sue, CoffeeZilla. And the thing is, like, it's like, first of all, we're not going to see the end of this, or we're not going to be able to see this public speculation or spectacle anymore, just because when things go to court, no one can really say anything. So I think that this could be done if these lawsuits are real. Like if really, Logan Paul does serve CoffeeZilla and they do end up going to court for this, this could be the end of the story because no one's going to be able to talk about it. But here's the thing. Logan Paul, I think, obviously is way more is wealthier than CoffeeZilla. I mean, I don't know, but it seems that way, especially when you think of how long Logan Paul's been really relevant and popular on these platforms. Remember, Logan Paul's been huge for a long time, and this is not the first controversy he's been involved with. Remember the old forest in Japan where he filmed a body hanging, right, which is absolutely insane, and used it as a thumbnail for a YouTube video and didn't get banned from YouTube, which is absolutely insane, and obviously showing some sort of favoritism, right? I mean, that's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts in my opinion. But the situations, it's one of those, and shout out to Meet Kevin, David and Goliath situations, right? It's because a lot of people are going to rally around CoffeeZilla because, one, if you watch the video, you look at the video, it's ratioed pretty bad, right? A lot of people don't agree with Logan Paul. And then CoffeeZilla posted, reviews are in for Logan Paul's response video to CryptoZoo. This person posted 0 apologies, 0 addressing victims, 0 accountability. And this is the biggest one, 0 accountability, right? Nothing with it, no apologies of like, hey, I hired a ragtag group of fucking developers who ended up scamming a bunch of people. So no apologies. My bad for not doing better. Didn't address any of the victims, pretty much just blamed some of the victims, pretty much saying like, oh, like this guy was involved in other things. If you would have did some research on this guy, you would have known he scammed other people. And then no accountability, like nothing. And that's bad. If he would have mixed any of that with some of his other points, because I think he'd make some good points, he would have been a little better off. But he ain't, right? He pretty much said, oh, it's not my fault. I trusted some people and they turned their back on me. I mean, the only case that Logan Paul has, in my opinion, is that he can say, one, that he never meant to abandon the project, right? He never meant to abandon the project. And 2, he never sold. So on paper, that does look good. Like I never sold anything. I never planned to abandon the project. We were just working on it in the background, which I honestly think they were planning to abandon the project. What's up, CryptoFlex? How you doing? What's up, Spencer? How you doing, baby? Let me read some of these. What's up, Brad? How you doing? Welcome. What do you guys think about the situation? What do you guys think? And of course, Logan Paul posted about it. If this video came late, a lot of people are waiting for the response. But, he's getting ratioed pretty bad, So it'll be very interesting to see. But this may be the last of what we see in the public eye, because if it's going to go to court, both of their lawyers are going to tell them not to say anything. Right. And I think a lot of people are going to rally around CoffeeZilla. And although Logan Paul, I can assume that he makes way more money than CoffeeZilla. I don't know. Maybe CoffeeZilla is balling out of control. But I just see Logan Paul with so many different business ventures like boxing and, things with his brother, his podcast, YouTube, like all these different things. Right. I can imagine that Logan Paul is making money. And here's the thing. CoffeeZilla has been going after Logan Paul for quite a while, especially with the SafeMoon situation, right? He was going after the Paul brothers with the SafeMoon situation. So this is not the first time Logan Paul's heard from CoffeeZilla, and Logan Paul is probably tired of it, right? Because CoffeeZilla's been on that ass. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What's up, Sujuo Mom? Did Rodney like the Logan Paul video? I thought it was like more like, I'm going to sue you, bro. And no accountability. It would have been better if he just took some accountability. I'm sorry for not doing due diligence before hiring people to run a quote unquote multi-million-dollar project, right? One guy give him a password, but the other guys, it's like, why are you blaming CoffeeZilla on not doing adequate research when you hired these guys? It's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, there could be a class action lawsuit. Crypto Talk says, I think one thing people should take from this is to stop buying influencer projects or just kind of use them for what they're for, which is probably to make a quick flip, right? Which I think a lot of people did know that with Logan Paul. I don't think a lot of people really thought this project was going to be life-changing. Or maybe they did, because people invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into this. Some guy said he invested like the last money he had for his kids and his family. It's like, why would you do that? Let's see. It was smart not to contact him directly. Logan blocked him on Twitter, so continually trying to contact him can be harassment. That is true. And the thing is, Logan Paul mentions is like he should have got in contact with him. He got in contact with your manager. That's what he literally called your manager and asked for, comment on the situation, because he's saying, hey, these people involved with your project, these people that worked for you in this project are saying these things about you. I'm making a story on it. Would you like to comment? Right? Would you like to comment? There's a lawyer video too. I didn't see the lawyer video. Can you send that link to me? Janet says, I think CoffeeZilla is entertaining, but I agree it's for views, right or wrong. I think he also hosed Russ's wife with all he had, her incriminating herself as well. Yeah, if you guys didn't know the Say Thomas situation, CoffeeZilla went into the Twitter live space and spoke to Russell's wife. And she was pretty much, Russ had just broken up with her, and she was going off on Russ, saying some crazy things. I think a lot of truth, a lot of half truths. I think a few lies sprinkled in there because she got dumped, But I mean, yeah, of course, what Logan Paul, what CoffeeZilla does is for views. It's entertainment on one side, but it's investigative journalism on the other side, right? It's like, it can be brutal, but I don't think Logan Paul is like the worst we've seen from these situations. I just don't think, or excuse me, I don't think CoffeeZilla is the worst. I think CoffeeZilla is actually pretty good. Bree says, I don't think anyone thought it was going to be life-changing. I think they thought it was going to pump. Yeah, I mean, here's about the cryptocurrency world right now, especially when it comes to degenerate plays. The thing about Logan Paul is that he has a lot of his audience is young and impressionable, right? For real, for real, right? What we did see from the interviews is a lot of people that CoffeeZilla interviewed are older people. I'm sure that's probably the only people he could interview. And a lot of these people put hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars into this crypto project, and I think it's one part, yeah, we want to make money, we want to get a big return on it. And another part, it's, we like gambling, you know what I mean? It's, you roll the dice. And the last part is, yeah, people probably truly thought this was going to be a groundbreaking project, especially in the middle of a bull run, especially when everything in its mom is pumping, right? Especially when these guys and people involved with them have launched successful, quote unquote, successful projects before that pump massively and dump. So, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. In Logan Paul's mind, he thinks he's innocent. Yeah, I think he does. I think he thinks he's innocent. But honestly, if you're looking at like Logan Paul, if you look at his Twitter, it just seems strange, right? Like after that whole situation went down, he like posted this weird like letter, like, note from my passenger next to me. I needed this right now. Thank you, Ian. It's like, it's kind of corny, Like, did you write this yourself? Or did this guy really give it to you? Like, oh, you're going through it so much, And then he's like, oh, CoffeeZilla, you're using me for views and clicks, but come on my show. It's like, do you want him to come on your show to hash it out like a couple of grown-ups? Or do you want part of this? Because look, if CoffeeZilla goes on Logan Paul's show, that's going to be one of the biggest watched YouTube videos on Logan Paul's channel ever. And although Logan Paul is killing, he'll kill it without CoffeeZilla, obviously, and vice versa, right? So Logan Paul saying CoffeeZilla is using his name for money and vice versa, and then inviting him on his show. It's like, well, we know why you're both using each other, We're not stupid here. This is pretty funny though. Pump the stock. And it's kind of corny, right? It's kind of corny to call out it's like if I'm Logan Paul, right? It's kind of corny in my mind to call out CoffeeZilla this way. It's like, dude, you're both doing the same thing, right? You're both doing the same thing. Yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah. The court of public opinion is brutal, right? Usually for certain things in our society, you are guilty until proven innocent. And that's not the way the justice system works, but that's just the way we run things here, right? So unfortunately, that's just the way we do it. But it's going to be interesting to see this go down. I hope no lawyers get involved because I want to see this play out, on the internet. I want to see them go at it. Come on now. But when lawyers get involved, they're probably gonna have to shut up, right? DJ says Logan doesn't want to go on Coffee's channel because he doesn't want him to get the views. He wants it on his pockets so he gets the views since it's about him. 100%. I agree 100%. 100%. 100%. Coffee has moral high ground, doesn't take promotions, and never pumped any scams. That's true, right? CoffeeZilla does. CoffeeZilla doesn't really. He does ads, but they're not for cryptocurrency projects, right? So I mean, we're crypto bros on this channel, so that's what we do. But yeah, I mean, CoffeeZilla technically, has the moral high ground in pretty much any situation. All right, let's move on and talk about Sam Bankman-Fried on his way to steal your girl, baby. Look at that suit, baby. Look at that suit. Now, of course, SBF popped into court yesterday where he will plead not guilty. Look at Sam Bankman-Fried still looking dusty in a suit. Now, how did this guy still look dusty with a suit on? It is a fly suit, though, but it's going to see him all dressed up, and he looks kind of chipper, but he will plead not guilty. Now, I've said, and a lot of people don't really agree with me on this, I said that he wasn't going to plead guilty, and a lot of people said, no, he's going to plead guilty. I said he wasn't, because if he pleads guilty, it doesn't really matter, because I think he's going to be locked up for a very, very, very long time. So it doesn't really matter what he pleads, right? So he might as well just plead not guilty so it doesn't go to trial, so he can at least try to win, right? Maybe from some stroke of luck, he wins and gets a lesser prison sentence. But right now, it looks like people that are closest to him are telling on him. They're snitching on him, right? Caroline Ellison's, Gary Wong's, other people that worked at FTX and Alameda Research are telling on him. So it's like everybody's word against his, and all the stuff he incriminated himself with when he went all over everyone's freaking internet show and pretty much blabbed to the entire world about what he was doing, right? It's crazy. He was all over Twitter and YouTube blabbing about stuff that happened. It's like, dude, if you're his lawyer, tell this man to shut up. Jesus Christ, right? And so this is video of him yesterday entering court. And of course, in this thick sea of people, you can see that big old afro. Now, one of the big reasons why I think that they let him actually be home for this, because he did not, no way he paid $25 million to post bail. But, dude, where's he going to go? Dude, he cannot walk down the street without being recognized. People that have never even, been in crypto and they're into crypto in their entire lives know about SBF, right? So if they see this guy walking down the street, they're going to notice him. I gotta get in. This is like me at a festival when I'm trying to get back to the front after taking a piss and grabbing a drink. Hey, my friends are up the front. Let me get out of the way. Now, why is he wearing a backpack still? You do not have to wear a backpack, but I think he has his Yu-Gi-Oh cards in there, and you never know when someone will challenge you to a duel. Damn, bro. Damn.
Gotta get in. I gotta get in. Guys, that's it.
Dude, that's so dangerous. There's so many people that do not like him. I don't want him to get clapped or anything like that, but it's kind of crazy to me. That's kind of crazy to me, dude. He's being mobbed. Can you imagine if he goes in there and so here's the thing. A lot of people, politically are maybe implicated. How did they get that money? What's up, Eddie T? How you doing? Kobo Commander says you have to surgically remove the backpack, which is probably true. It's probably bonded to his skin, right? Very, very interesting. First of all, shout out to whalechart.org for really beasting it when it comes to crypto news. So check this out. FTX founder SBF trial set for October 2nd, 2023. And this guy says, man's going to be chilling home for 9 months. And then Whale Chart says ranking up in League of Legends. That's funny, right? This guy has 9 months to just hang out at home and pretty much probably enjoy his last few months of freedom. It's going to be absolutely crazy, right? It's going to be absolutely crazy to see how this plays out. And, it's going to be a long process, right? This trial is not going to be short and sweet. I don't think so. I think they're going to fight it tooth and nail. I think they have the money to do that. I think they have the connections to do that. It's going to be very interesting. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be one of those private ones where we're not going to be able to be in there with cameras like we did for, what's his name? Like we did for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, which was prime entertainment, by the way, prime entertainment. But I can't wait to see the notes and the pictures that are coming out of the trial. It's going to be very, very interesting. And I want to see what is said, because this last, like, ever since the collapse, only 2 months ago, because it's only been 2 months since they collapsed, right? We've been hearing a lot of the, pretty much Twitter bro crypto spaces that are giving us information that's kind of sometimes true, sometimes it isn't. So it's going to be good to get some real statements from these guys. Real statements. I'm excited to see what happens in this situation. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he's going to go to jail for a long time? Do you think he's going to get away with it? I'm interested to hear your opinion. What do you guys think in the chat? Edgar says that's where he keeps his Nano X wallets. Yeah, I mean, this guy has to have a ton of money in cold storage wallets. I don't believe he has no money. Bree said that's one thing that's great about being short riding. I can snake through a crowd so damn easily. Festy friends are always shocked how fast I get back to the group. Well, it's hard to find short people though. You know what I mean? Like obviously I go with Jake and his bro and a couple other friends, and they're all tall. So and a lot of them wear bucket hats, so it's easy to see their hat from far away. You think so, Halu? You think so? SBF is about to get wrecked? What do you think? You think SBF is about to get riggedy wrecked? It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. You think so, Goblin Fart? I don't know. I don't know about that one. You think so? I don't know about that one. I don't think he's going to get Epstein. I don't think so. I don't think it's that serious. Now, the whole Epstein thing that was crazy, right? This is different. That is like, although you could, not a lot of money, people's monies were affected, that the Epstein stuff is gnarly, right? Soapgod said, if Sam went bald, no one would notice him. Dude, if Sam went bald and tried to escape, I bet he would still be wearing cargo shorts, fucking New Balances, and have an FTX shirt on with a backpack on. He would rock the same fit, but with a beanie on or something like that. There's no way. Or some variation, right? He should, like, spend a month and just lose a ton of weight, shave his hair, and just flee, bro. Just get out of here, bro. Get a bunch of cash and just get the hell out of here, bro. He's too connected. You think so? I don't know. No way, dude. The Epstein thing is obviously that's like in our society, what they were accused of and convicted of, and then what they did, that stuff is universally, there's no like, oh, that's okay. It's that's wrong. And the people that were implicated, that could have been implicated because of Epstein and Ghislaine, of course they had to silence them, right? So Awesome says Sam is going to be just fine. Get 2 years house arrest after this. No way, dude. No way. He could go to Argentina, right? Can he do that? Janet says Rodney wants to see the trial to see if SBF. Oh my God, please God. Remember SBF? Are you talking to yourself? Is that a lightning bolt eggplant? Yes, sir. I made new logos. If you guys haven't seen, there's new logos. So I got new logos. So of course the 11th or 6th month and beyond membership is a powered up eggplant. Of course, the new memberships are a regular eggplant. You got the shiny silver one, you got the shiny gold one, and then you have the sweet ETH symbol for the 1 year memberships. And we'll do something cool for 2 years if anyone does 2 years. But we have some people that are close to 1 year. SBF is Mr. Frodo Baggins. I actually just watched all 3 Lord of the Rings extended editions in like 3 days, which was very good. Very, very good. I forgot how good that movie series was. A lot of plot holes, but I forget how good that movie series was. BitBoy will be there weighing it. Dude, BitBoy, right? BitBoy's missing this, dude. That was a social orgasm for BitBoy. It's like, I was the one. I was the one who exposed Sam Bankman-Fried. All over social media. It's like, no, you weren't. You weren't that guy. It's okay. You got fooled like everybody else. Yeah, Super Saiyan eggplant. Frodo the goat, don't compare. Frodo's kind of a sad boy throughout that entire movie. Like, Frodo's only happy in the beginning, and the rest of the movie, he's just like a sad boy who's like kind of high all the time, Like, he's like, oh, the ring, the power of the ring, The fuck, God, don't! Yeah, it's good, Jason. It's good. It's good. It's a very, very good book, Matthew says, I joined the channel. I know you did, Matthew. Thank you guys so much. Remember, I was talking about him for a while, then I made him, and I'm like, okay. Because I'm going to be turning in this to like pretty much a streaming channel. I like streaming. I'll do shorts because I think shorts are important. I'm getting a new more things for my setup today. And I'll show you guys how that's going to work. But we're going to be live streaming. I love live streaming, man. I like being live and talking to you guys. But we're working out some things. I'm changing some things around in here, making it a little better. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's a lot bigger in the background. So Harry Potter was not better. Fight me. All right, let's talk about, which is kind of really important. And I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to this, which I think it's a precedent. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, let's talk about this. Coinbase reaches $100 million settlement with New York regulators. Now, I like Coinbase, and the reason why I like Coinbase is because they operate out of the United States. They have to deal with the harshest rules and regulations when it comes to cryptocurrency, all that they really have right now. Now, unfortunately, a part of that is facing scrutiny for not doing things the proper way. So, what happened with Coinbase? Well, Coinbase reaches $100 million settlement with New York regulators. The U.S. crypto exchange will pay a $50 million fine for letting customers open accounts with few background checks and spend $50 million to improve compliance. Yes, Coinbase is in trouble because they weren't doing proper background checks, which is pretty much the narrative for cryptocurrency. What's the narrative? People that are doing illegal things are gonna use crypto to commit crimes, and that's what the media runs with, right? So, and that is true because cryptocurrency is anonymous, but people will do with actual cash too. So the article says, and this article is by Matthew Goldstein and Emily Flitter, so shout out to them. It says Coinbase, a publicly traded cryptocurrency trading exchange based in the United States, agreed to pay a $50 million fine after financial regulators found that it let customers open accounts without conducting sufficient background checks in violation of anti-money laundering laws. It says the settlement with the New York State Department of Financial Services announced Wednesday will also require Coinbase to invest $50 million to bolster its compliance program, which is supposed to prevent drug traffickers, sellers of child PRN, and other potential lawbreakers from opening accounts with the exchange. Now, cryptocurrency has a very, very dark past when it comes to its origins with the Silk Road. Although that's not why cryptocurrency was created, or maybe it was, who knows, right? We really don't know. We think of cryptocurrency as only like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's only the real decentralized cryptocurrency, right? There's a few others, but mainly Bitcoin, right? Is a way to have no other involvement in you trading your valuable digital asset, which is Bitcoin, which is finite. You can't make more of it without any government control, without any intermediaries. But part of that was people buying drugs and doing shady things on the Silk Road. And I think the creator of the Silk Road is also in jail right now, facing 2 life sentences. It says, it's the latest hit to the once highly global cryptocurrency trading business. Several cryptocurrency firms have filed for bankruptcy over the past year, most notably FTX, which was the world's second largest crypto exchange before it collapsed in November. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of other top FTX executives, now faces federal criminal charges. It says, the compliance problem at Coinbase were first detected during a routine examination in 2020. After the exchange secured a license to operate in New York in 2017, regulators said. They found problems with the exchange's anti-money laundering controls going as far as back as 2018. So they went back and said, you guys have not been doing things correctly since 2018. It says Coinbase initially agreed to hire an independent consultant to help overhaul its day-to-day operations so that they met requirements set by anti-money laundering laws to know the identity of customers and monitor their behaviors for suspicious activity. Now, what I think this all boils down to is, yes, it's anti-money laundering laws, but it's also the government wanted their piece of the pie, and they don't want any people to be making money without them getting part of the tax. They want to tax it. It says, but that did not fix the company's problems. The regulators opened a formal investigation in 2021. The exchange had fallen behind on 2 key operations: digging deeper into the backgrounds of customers whose identities seemed murky at first glance, and following up on the suspicious activity alerts that its internal monitoring system generated. So, if you guys don't know, when you guys even apply for a job, right? and those sorts of things. They do a background check on you, right? And the background check, it can be pretty serious depending on the requirements of security clearances the job requires, right? Because sometimes you need some kind of super security clearance where your background has to be squeaky clean, and sometimes it's not that serious, right? But usually, every so often, you'll get alerts if something happens. Like, for example, I have a friend who's a nurse. Now, recently, she got in a little bit of trouble for, she was with a friend, smoking some ganja at like 3 a.m. at some place, and she got a ticket. But she's a nurse, and she got a ticket for trespassing, not even for the weed, but for trespassing, because this cop's like a hoorah cop. It was literally at some public place, but it was past the time. So she got a ticket for that, and now she's getting a lawyer and all this crap for a simple ticket because she could lose her license if a background check is conducted at her job and it's updated, right? So those updates are very, very important. So what they're saying is like, because, for example, although that's a dumb case, but what if you did something serious? What if you had a DUI or something like that, like something crazy? Well, or maybe you got convicted of a crime. Like, Coinbase needs to be updating and checking on those every so often to make sure you're still clear to be using their exchange and are not involved with any financial crime. So it's really important that they do these things. But apparently they weren't doing those things, right? They weren't digging deep enough, and they're not updating to make sure that people are still okay to use the exchange. Now, I get it. I don't like half of it because I'm a decentralized guy. I like, true freedom from governments and control, but I get why they would do this, right? I get what's going on. So it says, by late 2021, Coinbase had a backlog of more than 100,000 alerts about potential suspicious customer transactions that were not being properly examined, according to the Department of Financial Services. So over 100,000 alerts that I haven't looked into. Short staff. Remember, a lot of people are cutting staff, and Coinbase was one of them. Is that a problem? Remember, their stock dumped pretty bad, right? Really, really bad, right? Really, really bad. You know what I mean? So can they not handle it? I mean, I don't know, but they got to, right? And $50 million, it ain't going to be cheap. It says, that's crazy, right? Regulators also found that Coinbase performed only the most rudimentary know your customer checks on people before letting them open accounts. The exchange treated customers' background checks as a simple check the box exercise, they said. So is this really like they didn't? So you can say what you want, but they still have to dig into your background. Like the only reason why they say, hey, check this box if you ever been convicted of a felony was so that they know right away to dig even deeper or dig more. But usually a company is going to ask you that question, but still check, right? It says, in one instance, Coinbase unwittingly helped a digital thief steal $150 million from an unnamed company by claiming to be an employee of that company when opening a Coinbase account. Damn. It says the company's procedures in vetting the backgrounds of customers were so inadequate that early last year, regulators ordered Coinbase to hire an outside monitor separate from the independent consultant the firm had previously agreed to hire. Okay, so someone else, it says, to oversee its compliance, even as its formal investigation was underway. So they pretty much had him hire a person that they picked, right? That knew they can get the job done. It says, we found failures that really warranted putting in place an independent monitor rather than wait for a settlement. Adrian A. Harris, New York State's Superintendent of Financial Services, said in an interview, we have been very outspoken about illicit financing concerns in the space. It is why our framework holds crypto companies to the same standards as our banks. And that's why Coinbase, that's the rub with Coinbase, is that they're getting all this scrutiny. So I think in this situation, this is good for Coinbase. Right? I think this is good for Coinbase. All right. I think they need this kind of stuff because in order to get any sort of regulation and mass adoption, companies have to comply. It says Coinbase remains committed to being a leader and role model in the crypto space, and this means partnering with regulators when it comes to compliance in other areas. The company's chief legal officer, Paul Grewal, wrote in a blog post on its website on Wednesday. So, of course, Coinbase is embracing this. I mean, they have to. It says the settlement, which says Coinbase is still moving too slowly in the efforts to review its older accounts for suspicious features, will require the exchange to work with the monitor for at least another year as it puts in place systems to improve the compliance operations. The New York regulators did not identify the monitor. It says, Mrs. Harris said Coinbase compliance department had failed to keep up with the exchange's rapid growth. That's true. I mean, hey, man, the exchange grew a lot in 2020 and 2021. I mean, it was crazy, right? It was crazy. We saw a huge kind of influx and users to the cryptocurrency world. And a lot of that came from Coinbase. And so maybe they couldn't keep up with it and they need to hire more people, but now economic times are bad. So they had to fire people. Kind of crazy. It says, founded in San Francisco in 2012, Coinbase has a market capitalization of more than 7.6 billion and is the largest crypto trading platform based in the United States with 100 million users worldwide. Most of its peers are based in jurisdictions where regulations are typically lighter. FTX, for example, was based in the Bahamas. And of course, we know other cryptocurrencies don't operate at the United States. And then it says, but with U.S. authorities have long worried about the cryptocurrency industry potential to weaken global anti-money laundering protections, because for years, industry leaders prided themselves on their effort to evade regulation. And that's true, right? The U.S., two parts. One, the U.S. wants to make sure they get their money with proper taxing if you're an American citizen. And they don't want you to be able to do illegal things without them knowing about it. Now, I think the illegal things is kind of blown out of proportion, because people do illegal things with cash every day. But, you know, crypto is anonymous, right? And unless you have actual cash and are doing things off the record, right? Like if I were to send money to someone from my bank account to another bank account, like that transaction's there, like that happened. Like my name is associated to the bank account I sent it to, right? Whereas if I send money from my wallet to wallet, it's easier, right? Nobody's name is there. It says the industry itself sprang into existence without the oversight and scrutiny that are routine for banks, brokerages, insurance firms, and investment firms. Over the past decade, states and federal authorities have taken whatever steps they could to bring exchanges like Coinbase and its overseas peers into line. So there's a little more to the story, but that's, you know, this is just regulation right now. This is one more piece of regulation that they need. One more step in the journey of regulation. And we're going to get regulation soon, within a few years, some sort of clear rules on what you can and cannot do. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens with that, but very, very interesting whole scenario. Do me a favor, smash that like button. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Wilson says MAI Peer Wallet is the future. Is this why the Lily listing is delayed? Absolutely not. Dude, Lily Finance straight lied to everybody, bro. That's crazy, right? Lily Finance straight lied to everybody. Which is kind of crazy to me, but I'm not surprised, right? I can't say I'm surprised. And we think for a second that friend was Roddy. No, I didn't have my license. But, you know, employers do these constant background checks. What's up, G-Vibes? How you doing? Brad says, I argue with a coworker all the time about his position that crypto's sole purpose is for black market and illegal activities, and that is all it's used for. I'm always like, listen here, motherfucker. Yeah, it's true. A lot of people use that argument, but I mean, it's anonymous, right? So it makes sense. It makes sense. Edgar says, I can see Roddy moving next door to SBF so that he can get his keys to one of his hardware wallets. Dude, heck yeah, right? Absolutely. Spencer said they are going to regulate the shit out of crypto and let SBF off saying he helped fix the holes in the market. No way, bro. No way. No way, Spencer. No way. No way. No way. No way. He made a fool out of too many people. Brad says, Rodney, you know what I think? You can't trust the Fed boys, especially with your dog. I mean, there's some cops. There's some good cops, there's some bad cops, but yeah, man. Of course, that's a different conversation, right? Then pizzas was dipped in gold. Those people fail upwards. Now, okay, so let's move to the next story. Since you guys aren't really in on the comments. Funny coin listen. Let's go, baby. All right. So the last story is there's been a lot of FUD when it comes to Binance these days. And look, in a market that's pretty much volatile like this, where a lot of things are going down and a lot of things are uncertain. Let's be honest, right? There's a lot of uncertainty in the cryptocurrency world. We don't know what's going to happen. And one of the focuses of the scrutiny has been cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, personally, I don't trust cryptocurrency exchanges. I never will. At least not in a bear market, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And I'm not going to be another victim. So in the description, you can find a video that I made about how to use a ledger. So make sure you check that out and really understand how to properly use a ledger so that you can keep your crypto safe from everyone, right? But Binance is the juggernaut of the cryptocurrency space. And let me tell you, if Binance goes down, it's going to be bad for the cryptocurrency world. Does that mean cryptocurrency is going to be extinct? Absolutely not. But, you know, hey, it would definitely dunk the entire market, right? Binance going down wouldn't be good for anyone. Now, Binance has got around all of the FUD. And so Bernstein says crypto exchange Binance not likely to fail. And we're not going to read this whole article because it's very, very short anyways. And it's not really, you know, it's not really that big of a deal if you think about it. But the point is they're saying that Binance is solvent and it's verifiable in the cold wallet addresses. It's like everything on the blockchain is verifiable. But the issue is we want to see the liabilities that the company has because, yeah, we know the assets they have, but what are the liabilities? And that's the biggest issue is that, yeah, everything's public on the blockchain and we can see how much crypto you hold. In fact, we know that Coinbase, or excuse me, CoinMarketCap, which Binance owns, right? Exchanges right here. You can see, you know, the proof of reserves, which is nice, right? It tells you exactly, and you can click on the links to check out these next cold storage wallets, right? And you can see exactly, right, how where the money's at. But we don't know how many liabilities they have, right? We don't know how many liabilities they have, and that's the issue, right? People want to know, like, okay, yeah, but how much do you owe people? You know what I mean? All right, you know what's going on with that. So it makes sense. It makes sense to me. But Bernstein says, you know, he's pretty confident that that Binance is fine. And I think that, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And I think that a lot of people are kind of panicking for no reason, in my opinion. You know, it is what it is. I get it. A lot of people got wrecked, guys, from these cryptocurrency exchanges. A lot of people lost a lot of money. And this is why I think it's so important for people like SBF to get to get some sort of justice, right? Justice needs to be served, you know, because a lot of people lost their livelihoods. And people can say, oh, you know, it's just a little bit of crypto or you know, he just lost $100,000. No one got hurt. It's like, yeah, but like you don't need to physically hurt someone for you to wreck their entire lives. Voyager, Celsius, Terra Luna, you know, all these people losing tens of thousands or maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Their life is in flux. They don't know what the hell's going on because there's a lot of uncertainty right now because we know when these companies go bankrupt, who gets their money last? You guys get your money last. You know, these cryptocurrency exchange, when they go under, they hold your money. You know what I mean? And then when shit hits the fan, they say, oh, yeah, we're going to give you your money back last, right? Crazy. Biz says, so the Binance proof of reserves is just us taking their word for it. I'll wait for an auditor brave enough to confirm this. Well, Biz, the thing is, like, all these wallets are public. You can actually go check out these wallets and dig deep and do all the math yourself. I think the biggest issue is, yes, you're right, Biz, some sort of third-party service that'll go in there and check up on these exchanges, you know, on these exchanges. But the other part is, what kind of liabilities do you have? People want to know, where are you at when you add your, you know, your reserves and all your assets compared to your liabilities, right? We want to see what the plus or minus is because that's the biggest thing, right? It's like I could have a net worth, or excuse me, I could have $1 million in the bank. You know what this is, Biz. But at the same time, I could have, you know, $2 million in liabilities. And like, you know, my net worth is still minus $1 million. And that's true, Biz. Biz says, but the reserves are in BUSD. Yes, the reserves are 20% in their own stablecoin. Now, a big issue in this space is FTX did it, minting your own cryptocurrency, right? Your money. Now, of course, BUSD is Binance's stablecoin. And we've known, you can see, BUSD has taken a hit when it comes to market cap. Let me see, overview. Let's go to market cap in the last month or so. Look at how much it's dumped. It's gone from $22 billion and it's slowly declining now at $16 billion. Very, very interesting. Now, the thing with these stablecoins that are not algorithmic, because I think algorithmic stablecoins are a thing of the past, is that you have to have the reserves to defend your $1 peg, which means that if people want to withdraw their money simultaneously and you're saying you have $20 billion and whatever backing your stablecoin, you better have $20 billion when everyone decides to withdraw it all at once. There's no fractional reserve in crypto. These exchanges have to hold all your assets 1-to-1. Now, there was a big auditing group called Mazars Group who did auditing for the Trump campaign. They were doing auditing for crypto.com. Now, they ended up leaving the Trump campaign because they said that they weren't giving all the proper documents to continue their audit. Recently, they also said, we're not doing any more cryptocurrency exchange audits. They cut all the audits with everyone. So Mazars Group, a trusted third-party auditing system, pretty much gave up on auditing cryptocurrency companies because two things. One, it's just public perception right now is not good. And if Mazars Group were to go in there and do an audit, right, and for some reason it didn't work out and the exchange goes under and they gave them a stamp of approval, well, they're screwed. And two, I don't think people know how to properly read the blockchain and understand everything there is to know about cryptocurrency exchanges. So that's not good for crypto. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now, since we're at the 1 hour mark, let's just chat with the chat. What do you guys want to talk about? Do me a favor, smash that like button, baby. Smash that like button, baby. Bruh, I hate getting third-partied. I don't know, Biz. That's an interesting question. Choco says, I still have a theory that FTX was supposed to be one of the products that backed the digital dollar. You think so? Very, very interesting. You know, very interesting. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? That's a very interesting perspective. Now, the interesting thing is, like, you know, like I said yesterday, you know, the government is seeing the writing on the walls when it comes to cryptocurrency. I think they are seeing the fact that people are kind of liking what cryptocurrency stands for, so they want to make their own. You know, and I mean, that makes sense, right? And with the Fed now, right? Do me a favor, smash that like button. We are at 58 likes. Let's get to 100 likes before the stream is over. Smash that like, baby. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. It says, everyone say hi to Greg. I invited him. What's up, Greg? How you doing, baby? Bree, are you making a cake on your channel? So it looks like Bree's making a cake for her 1,000 subscriber. Let's go, Bree. Shout out to Bree. Breezy Eats ASMR. Hit 1,000 subscribers. Bree, keep it up. You have really good content, Bree. And I like ASMR. I watch it a lot. So shout out to you. And shout out to you for absolutely killing it. It says, what's up, Hector? Says, Volt it, baby. Let's go. Yes, smash the like button. Yes. What's the DGen play today, Rodney? Yeah, there's not really much DGen plays, right? I did have some sponsors on the channel. We have Volt, Enute, of course, Cookies Protocol. Links to all their stuff is in the description down below. But remember, always invest with caution. It's a bear market right now. And always take profits. Spencer says, I'm definitely becoming a member once I get my child support cut up. Yeah, that takes priority over becoming a member on my channel. Maybe. Yeah, catch up on your child support before you become a member. That's hilarious. You're welcome, Bree. Bree, do a vid eating hot dogs. Bree, do a glizzy video, right? Hey, first of all, I want to give a shout out to whalechart.org, dude. They've been like working circles around. It's a lot of breaking stuff. It's kind of like it reminds me of Watch a Guru in the early days, but Watch a Guru is kind of like chilled out a little bit, which makes sense. There's really nothing to really talk about, to be honest, with cryptocurrency, except for the Logan Paul situation and updates to the SBF one. Luckily, with SBF, we're going to have some consistent content throughout the year. This is crazy. I love this post yesterday. Watch a Guru says, Justin, YouTuber Logan Paul says he unknowingly hired multiple criminals and conmen who lead and developed his, I think it meant led and develop his crypto. That is led, my bad. NFT project Crypto Zoo. So that's the funny part in all this, is that it's like, dude, you can blame CoffeeZilla all you want, but you hired these guys, right? What's up, Cool and Chris? How you doing, baby? What's up? Making True Money says, I agree. I can make more money in my child support increased like a motherfucker for one kid. I had a coworker who had to pay so much in child support, and the crazy thing is, like, he always saw him, like he was always with him. But he had like less percentage of custody. Excuse me. Oh, God. We got to fix the child support laws in our country. They're a little crazy, right? FJO says, once FTT token was adopted by the government as CBDC, all the fake backing was false data, would just fall in line with the dollar. That's funny. I mean, here's the thing. It's like people talk about minting new tokens and those sort of things. Like, we print new dollars, right? This is the reason why we have this inflation problem, right? A lot of people thought that we weren't going to have a major problem printing all this money during the pandemic. Turns out, surprise Pikachu face, when you print a fuck ton of money, it makes you make your money less valuable, right? There's no standard anymore, right? There's no gold standard or anything like that no more. It's just like, yeah, our dollar's worth this much. And so what do we have to do now? We have to slowly take all that money out of circulation, right? And it's gonna cause some economic harm. Unfortunately, it's a byproduct for pumping all that money into the economy. And I can't blame. Okay, so the government's faced a few different, obviously facing a lot of scrutiny for pretty much doing a lot of hasty things during the pandemic. Now, I'm not going to get into some conspiracy theories about how the virus was created and those sorts of things. And the thing is, like, we had a virus that was spreading massively and we didn't know what to do. So we just overreacted, in my opinion. I think we really overreacted. And a lot of people were hurt because of the overreactions, you know? And now we're paying for that, right? Which was printing too much money, firing people for not getting shots and those sorts of things, you know? No, I had to get the shot because, you know, military. They didn't make you. They did at one point, but at first they didn't make you, but they implied pretty much, which is a bunch of BS to me. I hated that. They pretty much said if you didn't get it, like, your family couldn't visit you for like graduation and those sorts of things. So I got it, and I got sick twice. And probably more. I just only got tested twice. So I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Twitch Radio? How you doing, baby? Long time no see. It says, Twitch says, by the way, XLM may go wonder is the newest news that's coming out on the banker coin side. You must let me know why. Oh, so XLM might be going under. Uh-oh, that's not good. There's a lot of people that hold XLM. I got a video of me eating a Brie. All right, Brie, you're gonna have to send that video to me. I wanted to make sure I do some research to make sure it's legit glizzy. It says, Twitch says, what's probably going to happen is we're going to end up back on the gold standard and would utilize CBDCs alongside our fiat. That'd be kind of crazy, Twitch Radio, because we would need to take a lot of money out of circulation, right? Like, how much gold do we have? Really? Like, how much gold would we really have? You know? And my thing is, like, are we going to be able to get back to a healthy number of inflation year over year? You know? Before the halving. I don't know. That's tough. It's tough. Spencer says, I see a few Houston peeps. Shout out to H-Town. How do you know people are in Houston? Where are the Houston peeps? I don't see them. The dollar will be backed by gold once again. Digital gold, that is. I don't know about the digital dollars. I don't know about that one, right? I think that's a little weird. Because it gives the government, like, complete control. Right? Complete control over everything. And I don't know if I like that. You know? I don't know if I like that. Like, complete control, right? What do you guys think? Ultra says, so make it smash the like button and subscribe. So how's it having? It's part of the super cycle, my Ultra journey. It's just part of the 4-year cycle, right? It just happens. We get this crazy pump, right? Roddy, you should give away your cheetah shirt. You guys like my cheetah shirt? Yeah, people are roasting my. Yeah, crazy. That shirt's clean. What are you talking about? You know, what I mean, what are you talking about? Like, that is the cleanest shirt ever. You know. You know. I know making true money is sad, bro. It's sad. Spencer said, I expect 2020 to be flat in crypto and stocks. Yeah, I've heard a prediction of like $250 million Bitcoin. I'm like, or excuse me, $250,000 Bitcoin. I was like, I don't know about that one, dude. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. Damn, this whole Logan Paul and CoffeeZilla thing is gonna be crazy to me. Jade Roddy will be my first OnlyFans sub. You guys want to sub to my OnlyFans? Feet pics, feet videos. I'm just do a 8-hour stream of my feet. You guys down with that? Twitch says it doesn't matter how much gold we have; it matters how much we evaluate that gold at the net price. Oh yes, yeah, that's true. How is that decided though? Hector says at max 20 to 30K Bitcoin by end of the year. I think that's actually fair, Hector. I think that's actually fair. But we're getting the same hype we got last year at this time. Because January last year, I mean, everybody was hopeful for crypto. I was buying the shit out of the dip. Dude, I have lost so much money this last year. It's not even funny. I haven't made any capital gains. You know? Nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, on little plays here and there, but overall, we are down bad. You know, we are down so bad. But I mean, that's everybody, right? Everyone's been buying the dip, dollar cost averaging, and we made some pumps from some shit coins here and there, but nothing major, nothing like it's insanely major like we did in the bull run, right? We just didn't. You know, we just didn't. DJ says, Rodney, you need to invite CoffeeZilla and Logan Paul for your chat. Here, one thing. CoffeeZilla, I like CoffeeZilla, but CoffeeZilla probably wouldn't like me. Why? Because I promote cryptocurrency projects, and he doesn't like that. No one likes promoting cryptocurrency projects right now because most of them will fail, right? That's just any businesses, right? Most of them will fail. And CoffeeZilla probably views me as just another crypto bro. Although I have some pretty juicy stuff with the St. Thomas situation. He pretty much preached to me like he would treat me as like a crypto bro. And any association with me, like me promoting even like Volt or anything, right, doesn't look good for him. So I've reached out to him about the St. Thomas situation. He hasn't really responded. I'm sure he's super busy. Maybe he's seen it, maybe not. Logan Paul, I mean, my channel's too small for any of that, right? They wouldn't want to do it. They don't even want to do it in each other's channel. They wouldn't do it on my channel. But I think, I'm a crypto bro at the end of the day. I do crypto news and stuff like that, but I take paid promotions, We'll talk about products on here. But I also want to give you guys the tool to be able to buy or not buy something if you don't want to buy it. Like, don't buy it if you don't want to buy it. It's advertisement, right? It's a paid promotion. Union Crypto. So if you guys are familiar with my Tectonic content, Tectonic reached out to me for an interview. I have a scheduling conflict, so I have to figure that out. So we'll see what's up with that. I don't know much about that, Spencer. I don't know much about that. Making True Money says 2024 will definitely be a big year for crypto, and for sure, Quant, Algo, HBAR will boom as well as others. Yeah, there's definitely a market for those sorts of cryptocurrencies. Making true money, and I think a lot of things are going to pump. Just because one cryptocurrency pumped last bull run doesn't mean they're all going to pump, right? Just because something like did 1,000x last time doesn't mean it's going to do the same thing this time. There will be 1,000x plays, and that's why it's good to be well diversified. But you got to be safe too, because just because like something like we'll say like Polygon, which I think is a winner, just because Polygon pumped like crazy last bull run doesn't mean it's going to do the same thing this one. It could, and it possibly will, but it doesn't mean that. So just be careful. So diversify properly. And I think honestly, Bitcoin is probably the safest bet when you want to put your money somewhere safe, besides USDC, a stable coin, right? Which wouldn't move. Obviously, it's the safest. But I think Bitcoin is probably the safest right now. You don't like how he's claiming he brought... Well, who F Joe Crypto? Who? The person that brought down FTX was FTX themselves, because they had their financial statement leaked, right? Alameda Research did, and it showed some shadiness there. So they brought themselves down right there. And who started that was CZ, because he said, I'm selling all my FTT tokens. It caused a run on the exchange. Doobie says, that's my favorite thing about this channel. You're like, it's ads. Don't buy that. Well, you can buy it if you want to, but they're ads, right? These people pay me to use my platform to promote their projects. So I have the label here, right? I have ads and links in my description. But you guys, I'm not telling you to go buy it. Do some research, look at it. If you like it, buy it. You can make a quick play, or maybe it'll be a cryptocurrency product here to stay. I think that Volt Inu especially is going to pump during the next bull run as a good meme coin. Will it? I don't know, but I think it will. So we'll see. Twitch Radio says I need to start shorting things. Dude, I'm not that kind of trader, right? I'm more of a dollar cost average guy. That's just too much for me. I don't want to deal with all that shit during taxes and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to deal with any of that. I don't have to deal with. I don't want to deal with it. And it's a lot to monitor, especially cryptocurrency. That's like 24 hours. Like, Biz is always hitting me up for like his plays that he does. And I'm like, I cannot keep up with that, man. I cannot. It's a lot to look at because cryptocurrency is 24 hours. Do you imagine? Like these days, I literally do the cryptocurrency news. I'm going to start doing shorts here soon. And then I just kind of work out and just like try to be more in nature and with friends these days. Like last year was crazy, because it had to be, because there's always something going on. But this year, there's not much really going on. I mean, in the meme coin world, right? Because last year we were really deep in like the Shibnobis and say Thomas Lee Finance. There's so much to talk about, right? Biz says, wait, I thought BitBoy brought down FTX. Sure, he promoted them a month before, but never mind that. Dude, that Tozy BitBoy video was actually eye-opening. Dude, Tozy kind of owned BitBoy. One Up says, all I know is to do the opposite of Jim Cramer. That's true, right? Jim Cramer gets a lot of shit, right? We have Javi. Shout out to Javi for celebrating their 6 months with the gold, with the Super Saiyan eggplant. It says, Tectonic and Rodney, thank you so much, Javi, and thank you so much for 6 months. And thank you so much, Javi, for your constant praise on the channel. You come in here fired up every single day, Javi. I cannot thank you enough. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate you and your 6-month membership. Everyone, shout out to Javi. And we have Chris E. I was wondering where Chris E is at with the saltiness, saying F Tectonic and XRP. Chris E celebrating his 10 months as a super degenerate. Thank you so much, Chris E, for 10 months of being a super degenerate on my channel. I do appreciate you, bro. I really do. And as one of my moderators, appreciate your insight and contrarian opinion to some of the things we talk about. You are the man. So shout out to my members. And remember, if you want to become a member, there's a link in the description down below. And every Monday, you are entered to win free cryptocurrency, up to $50 of USDC on my channel. We didn't do one last Monday, but we'll do one this Monday. Just a reminder that if you win once, it's going to take you at least I think I'm going to do 6 iterations before you can win again, just so it gives other members the chance to win. And of course, we pick the winners live on stream, so it's not rigged, even though you guys will say it's hashtag rigged. Do me a favor, smash that like button. We are at 70 likes. Let's get to 100 before the stream is over. We can get to 30 more likes. Let's go. We have 160 people in this chat right now. Let's go, baby. Let's go. F. Joe says, he was interviewed the other day about how his channel grew over the last month. Coffee said that's the downside of being responsible for taking down the biggest fraud ever. Oh, I don't think CoffeeZilla is responsible for that. I don't think CoffeeZilla. I think who's responsible for that? CoffeeZilla is not responsible. CoffeeZilla helped, I think, 100%. But you have to understand the way law enforcement and detectives think, right? They're not thinking about, they're probably not. They'll probably watch CoffeeZilla stuff, but you can't use that shit in court. You know what I mean? So we'll see what they'll do, right? If CoffeeZilla made a ton of video exposing a lot of people that never had any that never got arrested for anything, right? Jayhawk says, when you thank me, thank D's nuts. Thanks, Jayhawk. Thanks, D's nuts. Tectonic, look, keep in mind, guys, Tectonic is a anything in crypto. I'm telling you, anything in crypto right now is risky. Everything is risky. It's not just meme coins. It's not just anything. Literally, people, if you had invested $10,000 into Volt Inu this time last year, or if you invested $10,000 into FTT token last year, where would you be ahead? You'd be rug pulled by FTT, but still have your money in Volt Inu. And people like knock Volt Inu for being a meme coin. Well, guess who's still here? You know what I mean? So it's like, guys, you have to be careful in this space. You just don't know. Look I'm a degenerate gambler. I like to make money. But I understand that I could lose a lot of my money in cryptocurrency. Crypto is an unregulated, wild, wild west space that's absolutely insane. But I like it. I love it. I like going on DEX tools and finding live new pairs and gambling. That's what I like to do. But you got to be careful, right? You got to be careful. It's easy to wreck yourself in this, right? So proceed with caution. I'm saying right now, the only true play, the only true safe play in crypto, which in crypto, you still have to be able to have some testicle fortitude or testicular fortitude, because it's going to dump. It's going to get harder, and you got to be able to hodl. Or if you sell at a loss, then you lose, right? Like I said, not all cryptocurrencies you're going to have the best trades on, right? You're not going to have, you know what I mean? You're not going to win them all. Just because you hodl something doesn't mean it's going to go up in the future. But, but it could. It could. And some trades are better cutting your losses. But Bitcoin's probably, in my opinion, the only safest play right now. It's the dollar cost average of Bitcoin. Everything else is just a gamble, in my opinion. DeFi God says top 5 holdings in bag: ETH, Bitcoin, DeConnect, Bull Run, WAGMI. Yeah, I have my bag. I haven't even touched my bag of WAGMI. My bag of WAGMI. I believe WAGMI is going to be a good cryptocurrency project. But it could, see, when you look at WAGMI, shout out to WAGMI. I like this project, right? I don't promote them too much anymore because we don't. Wait, is this the? Oh, this is a different one. Are they shadow banned? Might be shadow banned. I don't know. But shout out to WAGMI. I mean, they're always working, man. They're always making their game better, doing updates. Like, they have not stopped working. The game looks way different than it did 6 months ago. It's kind of crazy. And that's why I have not touched my bag in WAGMI, because I think it's going to be a big game in this space. I think they're going to do well. I'm not paid to promote them, so I don't talk about them too much. But I have not touched my bag because I think this has the ability to win. It's only a $10 million market cap. Dude, imagine what this thing could do if the next bull run, it goes crazy. And I'm patient. I'm waiting, right? Why am I waiting on a play like this? What have I thought to myself during this bear market? Well, you got to look at 3 different things, right? One thing in particular is, what's the background of the dev team? I've met the devs in person. I think they're decent, right? They're good people. And how hard are they working? Are they working to stay relevant in the bear market? So many cryptocurrency projects have stopped promoting their damn project and talking about it and improving it during a bear market. Why? Because the excitement is gone. Why? Because they're just driven by money. They're not driven on putting the best product out there. And when I see WAGMI, I see them like, we're going to start improving this space or making our game better, even if the market sucks. You know? No, Brad, I think you're good if you want to pick up a little bit, but just invest with caution, guys. Just invest with caution, right? Christy says Logan has no case. What he is suing for, he better shut it off before a lawsuit exposes him. Further, as people who don't like him start making videos exposing more of his scams. See, the thing, Christy, is that 1, yeah, discovery, and 2, in the court of public opinion, he's lost already. Like, people, he's getting ratioed like a motherfucker. People do not like him. All right? They don't like him. But Logan Paul's kind of a polarizing figure, right? He's kind of a polarizing figure, so. That amazing thing is that people hating on Volt for surviving, but we're all crypto in the end, and VoltaChange burn your token. VoltaChange's doing their thing, right? Sometimes you got to do is ignore people and keep working, right? Bitcoin and Algorand. I like Algorand. Biz says, I just don't trust the large holders and these smaller name projects who got in early. They will dump on you no matter how responsible they claim to be. True. People are here to make money, right? Thank you so much, Javi. Yes, let's get to 100. We're at 77 likes, guys. Keep the likes coming. Smash that like button. Let's go. Smash that like button, baby. Push us up in the old algorithm. Let's go. Biz says WAGMI NFTs held up incredibly well during this downturn. I can't believe it. Dude, insanely well, right? Twitch says you need to watch Algo, ADA, Bitcoin, XRP, only ones I'm dollar cost averaging in right now, but only small DCAs. Yeah, so ADA I've been in Bitcoin, XRP a little bit, but not really. But mostly those two I've been dollar cost averaging in. ADA is just like chill. Rodney, like, what do you got in your crypto wallets? Well, I wouldn't tell you everything, but some of them is public. Some of it's public, but of course I wouldn't tell you everything. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. It's all a mystery. Ooh. And I'm not some hot shot millionaire crypto guy. You know, I'm just not there yet, but I will be. I will be, but I'm not. It's a bear market. Last year sucked for a lot of. I bought so much crypto and I lost a lot of money last year, guys. It's not even funny. I lost a lot of money last year, but you know, I haven't sold a lot of it. You know, I have cut some losses, but I have a lot of plays that I think are going to be fine. I'm just holding through the bear market. You know, it is what it is. A lot of people lost a lot of money, right? I've been dollar cost averaging, so those losses look a little less bad, but my tax guy's gonna roast my ass this year because he's like, dude, where's your investment gains? I'm like, what investment gains, bitch? Which ones? Yeah, but that's everybody, right? It's not just crypto, it's everything, right? Of course, crypto is a little more dramatic because it's a riskier asset, so it's gonna dump at a faster pace, right? Obviously. Maybe Well says, if I was WAGMI, I would cut loose. So cut loose my influencers. So that's the thing about WAGMI that I remember when I first joined WAGMI, they like hired some people I was not happy about. I was like, ugh. Because I was talking about WAGMI, I think. So Scott Herman was the first guy. Then he became part of the team and then he reached out to me. And then I did my research on WAGMI. I was really impressed. I bought it immediately. I was really impressed. I was like, oh, this is going to pump. And it did. But I never took profits because I was just too focused on other things. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And I'm down a lot. I'm only down a little bit from my initial investment, but I was up like 4x or 3x from my initial investment at first. But it is what it is. Chris E says, I'm waiting for some projects to go down further to the 20-cent price range. I will exercise patience as I believe we are going down further. Chrissy, I'm ready to ape too, bro. I'm ready to ape. I have some funds on the side. I'm ready to ape too. I'm with you, bro. I'm ready with you, man. Chrissy, did you buy Clear Value Tax Patreon yet? I'm going to. Probably today. Let me write that down, actually. Because I want to get in there, but I can't. I don't think I could talk about any of his plays on my channel, like even like casually, because I think I'd probably get in trouble for that because that's a paid service. So maybe we could chat about it. But if you guys don't know who Clear Value Tax is, he's one of probably our favorite content creators in this space. He's a tax guy, like a real CPA. Really good information. Matter of fact, doesn't really BS you. It's this guy right here. Here it is. Clear Value Tax. Damn, this guy's killing it, dude. 1.65 million subscribers. Really came to prominence during the pandemic and talked about really what really got him pumping was talking about the stimulus checks and those sorts of things. And of course, you know, all that's down. But a lot of people wanted to know about the stimulus checks, so he talked about it. Let me see. Popular videos. Yeah, his most popular video is, will there be another stimulus check? And like literally his top freaking 10 videos are pretty much stimulus checks related. But since then, he's been talking about other influencers, kind of doing more of the drama side, but really talking about crypto and investing in those sorts of things. And even on his regular channel, he talks about some of his top stock picks and he talks about Grant Cardone. Actually, let's watch this video here. It says Grant Cardone says if you are a loser, if you make under 400K a year, you're a... Let's actually watch this video. I want to see this. Let's watch this video. But the reason why I like him is because he's been spot on with most crypto predictions. He's been really spot on, like really hitting everything on the head. Let's continue.
I'm going to give you my reaction to Grant Cardone. So I don't know if you saw the clip or not. Grant Cardone said that if you're making $400,000 a year or less, then you are a loser. Grant Cardone said that if you're making under 400K, then you are embarrassing.
Real quick, this is something I want to point out. I hate these fucking videos that clearly target people who are working a 9-to-5 job and they don't think that's honorable. Why isn't that on? Of course it's honorable. Why is it not honorable to work a 9-to-5 job? If you don't like it, well, then you have to change your situation and do a better job. But if you're making under $400,000, like $200,000 or 100, or even $80,000 a year. It's like, dude, or even $50,000 a year. It's like, dude, depending on where you live, that could be more than enough for your lifestyle. So I hate those shaming videos that shame people for not making enough money. It's absolutely insane.
So I want to show you exactly what Grant Cardone said.
Y'all can talk to me. Now, damn, I will not hurt you, okay? What's the number? 400 grand. Okay, now why did we come up with that number? Because I don't know how you guys could even live on that number.
First of all, do me a favor, slap the like button. We're at 84 likes, 15 more likes till we reach 100 likes. Smash that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. This is crazy.
If I made 400 grand a year, I would be embarrassed with myself as a husband, a father, basically as a human being. 400 grand. How do you make sense of $35,000 a month? You guys haven't done the math. You have not done the math because you cannot live on 400 grand a year. And if you think you can live on 400 grand a year, I might have to go back and add number one. Nothing. Anybody can make 400 grand a year. All you got to do is show up. Okay. Now I don't know if I'm right or wrong. You guys don't need to agree with me. I've already been paid my fee.
So listen, you just saw it for yourself, and we have a lot to unpack here. I have some notes here, and I want to share my personal experience with you. First of all, I want you to understand this, and most people here that are watching, they already know this, but if you don't know this, here it is. The foundation of my success, it was not built on YouTube. So I am not a finance YouTuber. So I am a financial professional that came onto YouTube. So there's a big difference there.
Oh, yeah. This is important, too, because, guys, a lot of financial people on YouTube were rich because of YouTube. Like even like the meet Kevins and the Graham Stevens, they showed us the breakdown. Maybe they probably would have been successful because they're very hardworking men and any other aspect, but that is true, right? A lot of people made their money off of YouTube, and he's saying that no, I've never done that. Or of course he's making money now, but that's not how he made all of his money. Let's continue.
So what I'm saying is that financially, I was successful before I ever got onto YouTube. So I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just trying to give you some context of where I'm coming from. So this is my message to you. When I was making $400,000 a year, I was not a loser. When I started my business and I was making $100,000 a year, I was not embarrassed with myself. When I got out of college and started my career making $50,000 a year, I was not worthless. When I was a student making $8 an hour, I was not a loser. Therefore, with all due respect to Grant Cardone, I beg to differ. So the way I see it, you do not judge the quality of a person by how much money they're making. So for example, if you take a look at Mother Teresa, I would not classify Mother Teresa as a loser. I imagine that being a stay-at-home mom, that's probably one of the hardest jobs. Calling stay-at-home mothers losers, that's just not right in my books. So if you're a stay-at-home dad, or if you're a grandparent helping to take care of the children, then you are not a loser. And I can only imagine how difficult it is to be a teacher. So they have a big responsibility, taking care of and educating the future generation. So they have my respect. They are not embarrassing. Firefighters are heroes. They're not losers. The military and our troops that are defending our country, making millions of dollars, that is not why they do what they do. I will not deny that money is a useful tool. So I've had money, I've been broke, I've been there. So personally, I believe, yes, it's better to have money than to be struggling financially. Money is a resource that buys convenience, comfort, and options. However, it does not buy your character. And I want to say this because this is important to me. This is what I believe. This is my theory. You can agree with me. You could disagree. I personally believe that money is an amplifier of your true nature. So this is what I mean. This is what I believe, that if you're a jerk and you get rich, then chances are that you're going to be a rich asshole. If you're a good person and you get rich, chances are that you're going to put that money to good use. You're going to put that money to good use to help others. Family, friends, charity, altruism. So money is just a tool. It does not define the quality of your character, nor does it determine whether you're a loser. So I'm making this video because I do not want anyone here to be brainwashed by people like this preaching ignorance. So there's always going to be jerks. There's an endless supply of them. So I guarantee you that. So do not let them get to you. Do not let them fool you. If you want to make money, I encourage you to do so. There's nothing wrong with that. Work hard, work smart, and I wish you the very best. But just keep a level head and try to help other people on your journey. So I want to thank you for your time. I know it's precious, and I wish you a very nice day.
Recordings just got better.
So real quick before I continue and discuss what I think of that situation, Biz makes a good point, and Biz says this. Biz says that he said that he was talking to a room full of investment bankers when some were making 10 million and some were making 400K. So he was directing it to them, not the general the population, right? So a lot of people will see that video and not understand that he was actually talking to people, obviously, that are investment bankers making a ton of money. So I didn't know the context of that, Biz. I didn't know exactly. I have to watch it myself, but that's what Biz is saying. That's the context. So if that's what's happening in that room, that's true. But I know a lot of people will see that and feel down about themselves. Guys, look, if you truly believe in your heart of hearts that you're doing right by, in your life, and you're pursuing your mission and purpose, and you have enough money to do what you want to do, right, in life without too many roadblocks, I would say, or too many things that would stop you from, experiencing life to your full potential. Well, then if you're happy with that, then who cares, right? A lot of these YouTube videos poison people. Oh, passive income. I saw one that says make $900 a day. And I know it's clickbait, but damn, $900 a day. Damn. It's like I have friends that are making, $150,000 a year, and they work their ass off as a business partner for a corporation. That's kind of crazy, right? They're always working, right? Always working, getting after it, pursuing their mission and purpose in life, right? I've seen people that have an absolute crap ton of money, like ridiculous, who aren't happy, right? Who aren't happy. Maybe they can party and do drugs and travel all the time and surround themselves with fake ass people, and that's not every rich person, because I know a ton of rich people who are completely happy and live fantastic lives from what I can see, right? But it's like, you just never know what's going on in someone's life, so I'm always grateful of my own life, my own situation. I always wake up and think it's amazing that I have all my limbs, I have all my limbs. I think about that all the time. I don't have any crazy, any disease like cancer or something like that, right? At least I don't know I do. I'm happy for my health. Crypto Talk says, I just want to make enough to pay for my bills and save a little, and I'll be happy. And that's true, right? A lot of people just want to be able to save a little bit and pay their bills, right? Do me a favor, smash that like button. I believe we are so close to $100,000. Excuse me, 100. Damn, 100 likes. God damn, $100,000. Dude, imagine. Biz says, I was in a space when Grant said it wasn't one of the courses he was a guest speaker at some financial conference, but Grant could also be lying. Who knows? Yeah, Grant be lying sometimes. Remember that video, that corny ass video where he's like, oh, you see my watch or something like that? Those corny ass Ty Lopez videos. Hi, this is my Lamborghini, but you know what I like more than fast cars? Knowledge. Crypto Talk says, I just want to make enough to pay my bills and say, yeah, I mean, I think I already read that one. But yeah, I mean, most people, if you can keep the debt collectors from knocking at your door and you could travel a little bit and, you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about where's money coming from, then you're happy, right? Christy says, sometimes work balance is greater than pay. Everyone can make more if they move to California for engineering jobs. I prefer a work from home and great pay for my area to afford house and fund a 401k. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So personality traits are kind of something we're born with. Now, you can alter your personality traits a little bit, but for the most part, it's hard to change who you really are. So it's really important to look at yourself and understand who you are as a person. Yes, we have inadequacies, and yes, there are some things you can change, but there are some shit that's hardwired into you, like the CEO types, right? The really conscientious, industrious people that really get things done and make insane amounts of money, like billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, or maybe even tens of millions. These people work all night, 16 hours they'll work, right? They'll work for 16 hours. They'll, chill for 2 hours and sleep for 6 hours, right? That's what they'll do every single day of their lives. And obviously, what comes with that is the sacrifice for other parts of your life, which is leisure, which it could be family time, which could be other time for doing other things. A lot of people don't want to live their life like that because it's just not built into their DNA. But a lot of people will try to force that on themselves because they see YouTube videos about passive income, or they'll see titles like, "Oh, if you're making $400K a year or less, or $400K a year, you're a loser." They'll see those headlines or something like that and feel inadequate, right? And compare themselves to other people who are just different, right? Genetically different. Just like how LeBron James can windmill fucking slam dunk a ball over 10 grown men, right? You cannot do that. You were not born with that talent. The same thing applies with some personality traits. Some people are just different. Like some people are more agreeable than others. Some people are nice. They let people walk all over. Too nice. They let people walk all over them. They let people take advantage of them. Like they're very agreeable. They don't want to deal with any conflict. They're always like smiley and awkward. You know those people. And then you have people who are super disagreeable, who are very, they're assholes. They're quiet. Maybe antisocial a little bit. They disagree with everything. They don't care about getting in conflict with some people. You have people who are extremely conscientious. They wake up, they make their bed, they have a routine, they go out for their morning work or exercise, then they get work done, they network with other clients, they do that for 16 hours a day, they go to sleep for a little bit and they do it again. And they could do that. You have some people who are not. Some people like to work their 8 hours at their job, clock in, clock out, and then go drink for 2 hours or go play video games for 4 hours or whatever it is. And then, some people like to live their lives in different ways. And at the end of the day, if you're truly happy with what you're doing, then that's fine. But the important thing is to pay attention to yourself, right? Now, a lot of people, I think, suffer unnecessarily, or don't realize they're suffering, right? And there's certain things that you can address in your life because the little problems in our lives scream at you every single day, right? Little problems, right? Whether you haven't cleaned up your immediate space, whether, maybe you're overweight and you need to lose some weight, right? You have little issues that scream at you every day in different forms. Maybe you're not financially fit as you should be. What things every day would remind you that you need to get your shit together financially? Miss bills, can't afford to do things. Little things that tell you every single day, hey man, just tighten this shit together. Maybe you're overweight. How does that problem present itself to you every day? Maybe you get out of the shower and see yourself naked. You don't like that. Maybe you're walking up a flight of stairs and you get out of breath. Little things every day, right? Little things every day. Maybe your wife leaves you. Maybe your husband leaves you. Maybe you haven't been, nurturing your relationship. Like little problems scream themselves out to you every day. You just got to pay attention to them and watch yourself, Like some people are just built different. Like not everyone could be Elon Musk. Not everyone could be Dana White. And that's okay because we're not all the same. It's okay. But just make sure you're truly happy. Manson says Grant shamed and kicked out a 45-year-old man from a group interview a couple years ago for only having $500 in a bank account. Dude, people are mean, bro. People are ruthless and mean. I'm telling you, people are ruthless and mean. It is what it is. Rodney, if you ever feel sad, just look down at the BBC. Yeah, you're fucking wild, Biz. Brad says health is everything. Wait till you don't have it. You regret guys, health, dude. Health is exercise. Eat clean most of the time. Like this last 3 days, I've been on a bender. You guys didn't know it. So if you guys didn't notice, it's okay to have some balance in your life, but make sure you eat clean most of the time. Exercise, take care of your body. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to have all this money and assets. I mean, I'm not 80 yet, but imagine being like 50 or old, right? and older and like having all these health problems just because you like didn't sacrifice a little bit of your leisure time to exercise, right? And eat right. Chris E says sometimes work balance. Oh, I already read that. Making True Money says, Rodney, I'm a workaholic, but I know I need to slow down, but sometimes can't because I needs my money and an adult. Dude, if you like working, lean into it. You're a workaholic. Some people are workaholics. Lean into it. You know, I'm not really that workaholic type of a guy. I'm just not. You know, I mean, I go in spurts, ebbs and flows, but I'm not a 16-hour work guy a day. I really like leisure. I like exercising. I like throwing on a podcast and doing a lap around, like an hour walk around my neighborhood. That's what I like to do. Like that's my leisure time. Listen to a book or something like that. I guess that's working or personal development, but you know, people are different, right? So if you're working, like when I was working retail, I would literally work 8 hours, sometimes 9, right? Depending on lunch breaks and, you know, depending on what job I was at, and then go deliver food for like 5 hours, like just because I wanted extra money. Because I'm like, dude, this is an easy way to make extra money. Literally, you pick people's food up and you bring it to them, and you get paid like sometimes a massive amount. Like you can make $40 an hour doing that stuff, depending on how hard you work. I'm like, dude, I could work 3 extra hours a night, make an extra $100+ a night just by picking up food and delivering it to people. It's like, yeah, I'll take that. Where at my job, I had to like critically think, you know. I suppose there's a lot of critical thinking that goes into that job too, but not a lot, right? F Joe Crypto, you're wild, bro. Twitch Trader says, I'm not happy, but I'm not unhappy because I know my money won't ever make me any happier or surrounding myself with pretty shiny things. I'm just content being around my family and being a father. Well, obviously, the last year or so for YouTube has been pretty lucrative for me. It's been nice. But, I mean, with new things, I don't really enjoy them unless they're helping, like, the cause, like maybe a new computer or something like that. But what helps me and what makes me happy is just having the freedom and not have to worry about paying or owing people money. And just being able to really... you know, if I want to travel or experience things, it's always on the table, right? Obviously, I can't do everything because I'm not making that kind of money, but I can still travel here and there, you know, and have some fun. You know, I still got to be frugal and stuff like that every now and then, but it's nice to have some sort of freedom, you know. But yeah, I mean, some things make people happier, some don't. Like I know people who have Rolexes and nice cars, and it seems like it makes them happy. Like that money doesn't buy you happiness. Like fallacy, I think is kind of crazy. I think it does. It can. Obviously, it can. I mean, if you're depressed and those sorts of things, then yeah, you have bigger problems. But you know, I can't read all these comments. You guys are. I don't have a New Year's resolution really. Do me a favor, smash that like button. But how can you eat only 400K a year? I don't know, man. Tough. What are your thoughts on DeMar the Bills safety? Man, that's crazy making True Money. So yesterday we watched a video about it. That's super sad because he had this like freak accident where you get hit at the right moment where your heart's pumping or some weird thing that's happening in your heart, and he had a cardiac arrest. Now he's had to be revived twice, I believe. So I hope he survives. It's so sad. We got 100 likes already, Javi? I didn't know that. I don't see 100 likes on my end. I only see 90. Oh, I do see 100 likes. Let's go, baby. Imagine getting food delivery by Rodney. Bro, I used to freaking own that. Like, because just if you guys ever want to like life hack anything, there's YouTube videos about it. So I would watch these YouTube videos on how to properly deliver food and like how to get the most tips, and they work. Like if you're like communicative with the customer, like you communicate like, hey, we're going to be late, or I'm sorry, the store is messed up, or they forgot this, or like people are so happy when you do those things. Greet them. How's it going, Mr. Blah, blah, blah? Enjoy your food. Have a fantastic night. Thank you so much. And people tip the shit out of you. They literally do. They'll give you like a $20 bill. You know, I've been tipped like ridiculously before. You know, Jayhawk says 9 hours. I work 16 hours every day, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, Jayhawk's like a mechanic pretty much, right? At like a really big dealership. So yeah, mechanics make money, bro. Mechanics make some, especially if you're good at a nice dealership, you make absolute guap. Minus donations, not a lot. If it were just going on YouTube ad revenue, guys, I do not make a lot. I probably make like $1,000 just on YouTube ad revenue a month. You know, and ad revenue comes from like standalone videos, like hype videos, like, oh, Terra Luna or Saitama or something like that, right? Where it's hype. Like people love those videos and they watch those a lot. But most of my money comes from super chats, donations from you guys, and membership. So that's where most of my money comes from every month. Honestly, YouTube is not a lot of money. I don't make a lot of money. I make most of my money from promotional videos, from cryptocurrency projects. They'll pay me in crypto or money or whatever, you know. That's where I make most of my money. You know, it's from promotional projects. Now, I've significantly decreased the amount of promotions I've been taking, but I still vet a few here and there to promote them because I still need to make money, right? But I just want to give you guys the tools to equip yourself to do proper research before investing in these projects. And that's why I never encourage you to buy them. I just encourage you to check them out. I'm not going to tell you to pay for anything or that it's going to change your life, because the chances of that is slim. Jayhawk says, we do make stupid bread. 120K if you're lazy. Jayhawk, I have a buddy who opened up his own shop. Absolutely insane. Insane. Yes, people were caking it with Uber Eats and they were killing it, bro. They're killing it. Chrissy says, everyone can't be rich. We have to be content with what we have. We need people to be cleaners, road builders, trash takers, and for society to work. All this preaching about utopia world is a communist mindset. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Like, it's nuts, because a lot of the jobs that we really look up to in our society, or we idolize, are like not the jobs that keep us going. Now, there is a time and place for everything. Like, you could argue that, you know, the person who deals with sewage or electricians or linemen or anything are more important than a movie star. If you think about like a hierarchy of needs, because entertainment should come last before food, water, shelter, you know, and those sorts of things, right? You could say that. But as people, we love to be entertained. Really love it. Really love it. And that's why movie stars and athletes and those sorts of people in our society are really worshipped, because we want to be entertained, you know? And we forget that the stuff that really matters, right, really matters in our society, are not really praised a lot. You know, no one really praises the guy who comes and unclogs your shit because you like to fucking not courtesy flush and flush a whole roll of toilet paper down the drain, right? You know what I mean? Or the person, like the other night, the emergency response team who had to come and put up a new tower pole or an internet pole, whatever the fuck they had to do, because a house was set on fire on a Christmas Eve, right? Like, those people, thankless jobs. The only thing you get is me bitching about my internet not working. Like, why is my internet not working? You know, like, people forget about that. We're all different, man. So Rob says, okay, so he was a Buffalo Bills player, right? Dude. Jayhawk says, I'm tired. Just one more year and I'll be rich. Let's go. You know, the crazy thing is, Jayhawk, I think that, like, no matter how much money you make, you're still, and if you don't do anything that's has meaning, dude, you're going to be bored. You know, you're going to be bored. You know, you're going to be bored. Like, I haven't been doing YouTube that much. Like, I take a break from YouTube. Like, you know, I do like my morning show, and I'm going to start doing shorts here. But like, besides that, like, I can't just sit around all day or I'll go crazy. I have to like go for a walk. I have to go work out. Then I have to go train MMA and then hang out with a friend or like go out on a date or something like that. Like, I got to do something. I got to be busy. I cannot just be stagnant or I get bored. That was the beauty of having a 9-to-5, I would say, is that, you know, you work 8 hours and then you're done. You're done, son. You're done for the day, right? You're done. But sometimes, you know, like when you're traveling and those sorts of things, like it's nice because when you're traveling, you don't have to worry about your job. Like, oh, it's 9 to 5 when I get back to the office or whatever. I'll have some work there for me, but I don't have to worry about being on call. Like with the crypto news, you're always at the clock. And then if you don't stream, then I feel bad and those sorts of things. I get super anxious if I don't stream, which, hey, it's my job. I should get anxious, right? The greatest thing in society is plumbing. Hail the plumber. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I did not see that, Bud Yeti. Twitch says, my last job as a software engineer had me at 125K salary, 25K bonus, and about 120K a year in equity on 4-year on 4-year vesting. Are you doing voice to text again? Oh, nice. Oh, so you retired 4 years ago. That's nice. Hell yeah. Making True Money says, I was working at a Walmart warehouse during the pandemic. We was making more than the manager off of bonuses alone. A lot of us were making $100K a year. Damn, yeah, a lot of people are getting paid. Jack says it's not easy. You can't F up. Yeah, you cannot F up when it comes to cars, right? Especially at a reputable dealership. You cannot. You cannot. Damn, Bree trying to upcharge them. OnlyFans. God damn. Brad says, real talk, people without purposes in their lives die. I've seen it a bunch of times in my industry. Sheet metal workers that retire and sit on their ass die soon after retirement. Stay busy. Yeah, you guys have to have some meaning in your life, right? Twitch Radio says, Rich Dad, Poor Dad author says that we live in a communist nation here in the United States due to the way it is run. It's just the meanings have been twisted over the years or something. I see what you mean. Well, wait, the stream? Is the stream over? Did it cut out? No, the stream should be good. The stream should be good still. Oh, when the hell is this? Oh, when is it going to be over? We're going to be over at 10 a.m. today. I felt extra chatty today. Yeah, but if you think about some of the services we have, like Medicare and some of the things that help people, you could say it's a little communist-esque, but I mean, some people do need assistance. The thing about the welfare system and those sorts of things, like I'm a person who grew up on the welfare system and I saw it firsthand be abused. But I have seen people in my life who use it for a little bit to get back on their feet and then they do whatever else, you know. But it is kind of broken. It is kind of broken because a lot of people can just rely on the healthcare system to get by, you know. They don't want to do anything more. Like literally, if you get all of the financial benefits that come with of all the benefits, right? I think you make like $80K a year or something like. It's nuts. If you're getting free schooling, maybe free childcare, food stamps, like all the things welfare can offer, like you're making that equates to like a big salary, right? Section 8 housing. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure. Cool Cat Crypto. Making True Money says, Rodney, at the warehouse, Walmart was giving us an extra $500 per day for coming in on top of. Wow, god damn. That's some good money, man. That's some good money. I got taxed like a motherfucker, but still. Twitch says, I live in Seattle area and used to work at one of the FANG companies. And when I ended up leaving, I made a lot of good friends and did consulting, but now on a bigger level because of those friends. Dude, network is everything, bro. Networking is everything. Everything. Dude. Network, yeah, just like Creed just said right now. Chris E just said right now. Yeah, network is your net worth, dude. You gotta have people in the space that you like, right? And what I've noticed by traveling to these big events with other crypto people, dude, networking is so big. It's so big. You know? Nice. Twitch rated. Dan, Twitch rated. You're qualified. Brie over here shilling her OnlyFans. That's funny. I'm gonna have to make an anonymous account to check that out just to support the DJs, you know? Nah. Oh, trust me, there's been a few people I went to high school with that made OnlyFans, and I was like, I wonder what they look like naked, you know? I just wonder, you know, I just want to see, you know, I just want to know, you know, I just want to know. I just want to see what they look like, you know? I just want a little peek. What do they look like? What do they look like naked, you know? Shut up, Chrissy. For Saitama abuse, get in touch with dude. It's funny, dude. What if Saitama makes a comeback? Right? Imagine they make a huge comeback. They're not going to go back to the all-time high again, but they can make a look. Dude, I have ashy elbows. This is a cardinal sin for a black person. Have ashy elbows. All right, with that, guys, I'm out of here. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we take off today. I do appreciate y'all. Do me a favor, subscribe if you like being here, and I will see you tomorrow. And in my YouTube short today, I make a YouTube short today. I'm going to work that out, figure it out, set up a little spot here or make my little shorts. And yeah. Again, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate you guys. Remember to slap that like button on the way out. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.